Haha, Kazar everyone, and welcome to my final Fallout 76 video ever. Yes, that's right, it's my last Fallout 76 video on YouTube forever. It's been a good run, and I think it's perfect that I'm ending it where I pretty much began my channel with camp reviews. That's right, I'm bringing you the final episode of camps. That's camps built by players, not camp builders. So, sit back, relax, do what I've done, have a couple of drinks, and let's get into it. Starting off, we have Happy Pickles Camp. What a name. Absolutely fantastic. And I love it. It's a prefab. It's a prefab. Remember when I made the video saying that if people don't want to build or can't build, they should use prefabs? Not saying I influenced this camp, but bada bing, bada boom, I think I did. So, I really did dig on this camp, man. It was fantastic. You've got a great use of the prefab. You've got a great use of lighting, which is why I filmed this thing at night. And you've got a great use of, like, your furniture and all your other little bits and bots that you put in it. You did have a few problems. I would have changed your little food growing area right there. I wouldn't have made it so uniform. I know it gets the most out of it, but I wouldn't have made it so uniform. I would have changed the foundation from wood to the concrete ones, so they match the foundation a little bit better. And I would have worked a little bit on this custom-built section that I originally thought was built onto the house. Like, I thought that little section with all your crafting stuff was part of the house. So fantastic job on that, but I would have changed it up a little bit. Instead of just making it like the log cabin rectangles, I would have maybe put in a skylight on the roof, or maybe made it an L shape instead of just the straight up rectangle down the side. But apart from that, everything else you've done, fantastic. It's simple, it's minimalistic, which is I think what people like these days, minimalistic housing. I don't fucking know, whatever. But they've gone for a really bland use of design, which sounds bad, but it's not, because everything that they've put in it matches the design of the prefab, which is why it's fantastic. Like the cuckoo clock on the wall. Who the hell has a cuckoo clock in the house unless you're like 60 years old? I mean, I don't even think 60-year-olds have cuckoo clocks anymore. But this is another thing I like about this. They gave Gramps a home. Gramps, this guy, is my favourite ally. And they gave him a home. So well done for that, because you gave Gramps a home, and I love Gramps. But it comes to that point in the video where I've got to give you your pros and cons. So sit back for this one. Like I said, pros, great use of space. Absolutely well done on that. Simplistic and effective, like I said, very good use of your decorations, and you gave Gramps a home. I absolutely love it when people, give me favourite ally a home. On your con side of things, your food area definitely needs a bit of a rework. So did your player vending. A tent works fine, but maybe twist it up a little bit. Put in a smaller prefab, maybe, if you want to. And you could try a little bit more on the custom building. All in all, I gave you a 7 out of 10, so well done on your build. Next up, we have a camp belonging to Cool Gamers Z. That's Gamers with a Z. That's very, classic Xbox of you. Well done on that front. And this camp was weird, because all the doors were locked apart from one. So, well done on, house safety. You locked your doors at night. Well done. It was good. It was also one of the smallest uses of a prefab I've ever seen. And I like the fact that you incorporated the Chinese security fences from the Chinese bunker one. Very nice. But it was really weird, because I was looking at this thing and I was like, oh, I'll just be able to walk into 3 rooms, bish bash bosh, real good nosh, done, pretty damn simple. No, downstairs is locked and the top floor is locked. The other one open is the middle floor. Now what I love about this camp is its use of the limited space it's got available. It's not too cluttered, but everything's nice and uniform. So all these crafting items and areas are nice, simple to get to. You don't have a bit of problem grabbing into one and grabbing into another to craft something. However, and as much as I do like minimalistic, and I praise the previous one for its minimalistic use, this one's not using enough to be in the area of minimalistic. It's got its decorations here and there, and I like the fact that you've labelled food and chems and storage. That made me giggle. But it needs a little bit more oomph on its outside, on its walls and stuff like that. I did try to be sneaky and camera glitch inside to see what you had on your top floor. I couldn't really tell, and I'm not quite sure because I haven't played Fallout in a bit, and I haven't unlocked a lot of stuff from the newer kind of downloads that we've had, the newer events and stuff. So I wasn't sure what that table was. and why you had a couch in it. But, and there's Cool Gamer himself and having a bit of a run around. I really did like this camp. You've got a small garden, which it is also like close to a shower, so that's kind of weird. And your vending area was a bit weird as well. It was really tiny. Also, you've got a merged windmill at the top, but you've got these 2 power generators down here, which I'm also impressed is hooked up to an actual switch. I don't see people using switches anymore, so you might be an old Fallout 4 player. If so, well done. But onto your pros and cons. You've got a very unique design. It's not got a lot of wasted space, but it's not got a lot of utilised space, and it's compact. I do like that as well. Plus, the power plant merge at the top, very nice. On the cons, you've got locked doors, which is kind of weird. Your wiring, a little bit off, but is okay. And it may be a little bit too small. But apart from that, I gave you a nice, 5, 6 out of 10. It was great. I did like it. And then, finally, we come to the last camp. Yes, I know there's only 3 camps, but trust me, throughout the week, these were the best camps I could find that aren't built by players. So, this camp belongs to Marsh H2, Madyutes, Madyutes. Madyutes. A weird name, I don't know. I fell in love with this camp almost instantaneously because it confused the ever-living daylights out of me. I have no idea what was going on with this camp when it loaded in. It loaded in as just the power generation and the wires. So I was kind of confused from the get-go. And then when it finally loaded in, I was like, oh, it's this. And it's everything but the kitchen sink. It's a fun fair, baby. It's a fun fair built on a lake, which was another reason that it confused me, because I was kind of like, is this just like a display camp for everything, or is this a functional place where you can come and have a bunch of fun? And it turned out it's a functional place where you can come and have a bunch of fun. They've got all the vending machines that you need. They've got all the special machines, that boost your stats, which is why I liked it. There's a killer clown that's working the fun fair, which I find kind of funny, very kind of like Goosebumpsy, which I liked as well. And some of this stuff I'm still not really familiar with, though I know it's from the Bottle and Cappy kind of stuff. Also, why there's a boxing ring in the middle, I have no idea. What I did find was perfect was your infinite water slide. So they've mixed this prefab with some custom buildings, and why you have just 2 porta johns and then like a shower in a corner, I don't know, man. But I like the fact that this was just entirely confusing all the way through. The use of your prefabs areas, a little bit cramped, okay? It might be a bit difficult to get to some of your crafting areas, but I noticed that you've laid them out in a way to make it a little bit easier. Also, a little bit of wasted space, just putting a jacuzzi in a room. You could have put a bit something else. Your lighting at the same time, not a lot of electric lighting, a lot of kind of like candle lighting and stuff like that. So a bit weird. But, like I said, the infinite water slide made me giggle, because you go down it like this, which I have not seen this animation in a long time, and I forgot it tracks you on your way down. But when you reach the bottom, you're back at the top, which I found absolutely hilarious. So I spent about 5 minutes going up and down this water slide, which I had to cut out because it was just kind of stupid. However, onto the pros and cons. On the pro side of thing, it is a perfect flustercook. It's a fun mess, okay? It's got great atmosphere, and like I said, it's got everything but the kitchen sink. On your bad side, the layout could be a bit better. You could organise things a little bit different. Your custom buildings, for like the one for your comic, could use a little bit more of a revamp and change the music if possible, but I gave you on this one a 7 out of 10. I hope you do like it, because I did as well. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of this video and the end of my Fallout 76 content. It's been fun making it for you, and it is sad to see it go, but the next chapter of my adventure begins. A new horizon has been set, and I must sail it. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed my content over the years. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay awesome.